appealing landing page will save your dropshipping store's conversion rate. The website is a final destination a customer arrives at when they want to purchase. And its one job is to make that process as simple as possible. Because honestly, would you buy from a dropshipping website that looks like this? Probably not. And in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to recreate my landing page that made me over $100 plus a day using the Beautify theme. The Beautify is the fastest growing Shopify theme, and it allows you to customize your website in ways the normal Shopify free themes don't let you. I'm pleased to present you guys 20% off for 3 months using code Nathan20 at checkout. The link to the Beautify will be the first link in the description down below if you're interested in giving it a try. Now, the first step is to install the Beautify theme. You don't find it like a normal theme in the Shopify theme section. You have to search for it. So just search for the Beautify Shopify. And from there, it should lead you to a page where you're gonna connect your Shopify account, and they're gonna give you a 30-day free trial. Once you connect it, you'll also want to go to the Shopify App Store and install the Beautify Product Reviews and QA app. And this is how we're gonna add reviews to our website. Now, once everything is set up, you should get a zip file from the Beautify website. Click Add Theme and upload. So here's a quick little scroll through. As you can see, just looks amazing. I really like this moving banner. Yeah, it's not really done. I didn't do the testimonials, which I'm gonna do together with you guys. So next, there's a few add-ons we're going to need to add to our website before we start developing it. So I'm going to come over to theme.debutify.com/add-ons. You want to first turn on the cart discount add-on, the custom currencies add-on, the customizable products add-on, the delivery time add-on, the discount saved add-on, the product image crop add-on, the product bullet points add-on, the quantity breaks add-on, and the product tabs add-on. Now, once they're all added, we can finally get started. So when you load in your Beautify theme for the first time, this is what it's going to look like. And in a few minutes, it's gonna look exactly like this one here. Now, the first thing we want to do is to change the colors. Now, the colors on the Beautify actually work a lot different than the Shopify ones. Here, you just change them all as a group. So I'm going to change everything that I like to call this the Beautify purple to your theme color for the website, because on your website you only want to have 3 colors: white for the background, black for the text, and 1 accent color. You could change the color of the add to cart if you like to make it more visible. So we're just gonna click on the background. I have a few extensions I use to just make my job a lot easier. So I'm gonna paste the color in there, and boom. Now it should show up every time I try to change one of the other ones. Next, for the header, I want to change the text color to white. For the page, come and change the accent color to your theme color. Same for the borders. Buttons, let's make them this shade of green. Links and accents, change it to your theme color, and everything else should be alright. Now, the first thing we want to edit is that announcement bar. So click on it and then delete both of these. This is not where we'll actually add the text. Deselect all these things and then back out and click here on add message, and that's where we're going to put our offer, or at least the offer I was using for this store. So buy 2 get 2 free. Next, we need to add our logo, of course. Logo center, and then you can increase the size if you want. Make sure to add a logo for mobile too, or else it's not gonna work. Next, we're going to scroll down here to where the product is, and first you want to see properties. That's right above the title. You want to just hide that, and then hide all the components I've hidden here. You can just pause the video to have a quick look at it. So next, we're now going to do our bullet points. Scroll down to product bullet points and click on add point. Before we actually start typing, you want to click it and make sure you select show 1 point per line. So now let's go back to our points. First one, I'm gonna put in regain control of your temperature, and for the icon I'm gonna put thermostat, and should show up there as a thermostat. Just keep doing the rest, and now that we're done, they should start changing once we hit the reload over here. Let's see. Yes sir, worked perfectly. Don't worry about the currencies, just showing my local currency because that's where I'm from. Next, you want to scroll up here to quantity breaks, click on ad block and then product break. Double click on that, and then we want to title that. Make sure show on product page is enabled. You can choose a product based if you have more than one product on your website and don't want to give the wrong offer. Scroll down, select product. I'm going to select it. There we go. Quantity, I'm gonna put that up to 4. Name, buy 2 get 2 free again. Amount 50 percentage, and it should be a 50% off. That's loaded in down there. Perfect. Now as you can see, it's already looking pretty much identical to the version I made earlier. What we need to add next are these product tabs. So to do that, scroll down to product tabs. It should show up above the bullet points, but it's gonna show up under. That's just how it works. And then click on description. Before we start typing, let's go back to product tabs. Change this to horizontal, change heading color to background, change the text color to background, and then you want to copy and paste this code. It's pretty simple, just 3 lines. And what that is gonna do is gonna make the text turn white, and boom, the text is white. Background color, we want to change that to links and accents just to prevent any future issues. And then our first product tab is going to be how it works, and then after that we're gonna have what's in the box and then specifications. So I'm just going to paste everything in there. So one done. I'm going to go back and add another one just like it. And as you should see, it's going to start splitting them. And yeah, as you can see, it split them. And boom, that should be the last one. Now I'm going to reload it. And basically the function of those tabs is so that when the customer clicks on them, they open up and give more information about how it works, what's included in the box when they order, and a few specifications about the materials used. Now that is the above the fold section done, and that is the most important section because it contains the add to cart button, and ideally they're just going to buy immediately. Only if they need additional information to convince them to buy is when they'll scroll down. So for the rest of the website, we're first going to focus on building out the frame before we fill it in with our website copy, which I generate using a custom ChatGPT prompt that I'm going to share with you guys. So the first element we want to add is a text column with image. Let's actually turn all these things off, the product recommendation, back to collection, recently viewed, because we don't use any of that. Click up here, a plus should show up, text column with images. So it's going to add about 3, delete the other 2. We just need 1. For the title, clear that out. We want no title over there at least. And for section style, change it from blank background to accent background. And then we're going to add the same CSS code we did earlier, and the text is going to change to white. After that, we're going to add a guarantee section. So scroll down here and delete this old one because we're not going to be using that. Hold up, my footer color didn't change. I have to do that immediately. Also just hide a lot of these things. Open the footer more, hide that subscribe to our newsletter and the quick links. Leave the about us because ideally you need it when you're doing PayPal as your payment provider. You need to add your address somewhere on your website, and just delete that. Uncheck that. Uncheck show payment icons. So as I was saying, now we can add that guarantee. Plus, scroll down, or at least look for guarantee, and then open it. Leave this as blank background. Columns per row, make that 1. And then now for each, we're going to remove this image and we're going to put icons. But for now, it's just going to look like this until we put our icons in. Back out and delete the second layer. You don't want to duplicate it because if you duplicate it, it won't add the same settings. So just add another image with text, do the same thing. And now you should have 2 similar images with texts following each other. After that, we want to back out and add a rich text under that. Click plus, rich text. We'll leave that as white. Under that, we want to add that moving banner I've been talking about. So click on scrolling banner. We want to change the scrolling speed to 2 seconds. If you feel like that's too fast for you, feel free to change it. Back out and then go to the text under it. and then we're gonna put buy 2 get 2 free. Under that, we're going to click on stroked text to make it look like that. And to change the color, you want to put the exact color code that you want to change it to and add it to the custom CSS of the scrolling banner as a whole. So I'm just going to copy it from here. That's my color code. As you can see up here, I'm just going to pick it again. Okay, what the hell. But just know that's my color code. So let's come back out of the text. You want to go to the scrolling banner as a whole, click there, and then custom CSS and paste that, and boom, color should change, easy as pie. After that, you want to add yet another text column with image white, and we should be cooling. Next, we want to add yet another rich text and delete the second part. So it's just gonna have this, and then next add a featured image, and then you want to hide this review widget and then add the app that's gonna be the product review, and that's where our reviews will show up. And above the product reviews, you want to add an FAQ, and that's where we're gonna answer the frequently asked questions. And once you're done, your landing page should be looking like this, obviously before we add all the information. And now let's add that information. Here's my ChatGPT prompt, and it should be one of the links in the description down below. So the first thing I told it was, so this is the version I used when I was selling the youth ray. So you want to tell it you are selling A, and then let it know more about your product. So I'm gonna say you are selling an ice ring that cools the neck on Facebook ads. Finish my product page template. Keep my marketing angle geared towards people who want to stay cool during the summer. Of course, you fill that accordingly with the marketing angle you want. For example, this, we didn't really use the basic angle of staying cool. We included a lot of information about people who suffer from sensory disorders, which you'll see when I paste my website copy. And then outline, emoji, blah blah blah. It's all gonna be on the document. And then you paste that, and then once ChatGPT replies, you want to ignore the first message and then just paste it saying, let me educate you on my product a bit more. So then you tell them the product name and just a lot more information, you know, what the product is meant to do, a few of the features, you know. Talk to it as if you're trying to sell it one-on-one to someone, you know. For the youth ray has a sonic massager, thermal treatment, green light therapy, blue light, etc. So you're gonna wait for it to send this, and then what it sends is gonna be basically what you'll fill up the template with. So like you can see, these 3 points would be our bullet points up here, and so on. These would either be the titles here or here. And once you fill it in, this is what it should look like with all your information in it, all your images. I recommend you to use a few GIFs because it helps a lot with accurately displaying what the product does to your customer. Scroll down, you can see these little sections all decorated and everything. Here's the scrolling banner. And then this table is not actually a table I made in the theme, it's just an image of a table I made in Photoshop. That's what the featured image we added earlier was for. And so I haven't done the testimonials yet. And to make the reviews visible, by the way, you want to enable this app. But first we need to actually add some reviews. So in order to do that, you want to click exit and then go to the reviews app that we installed earlier. First we want to edit what our reviews will look like when we add them, so click on display reviews and then reviews widget, and then select a carousel, and you can change any of the colors here as you see fit. Next, to add reviews, click on manage reviews and then import and export. Select AliExpress, and now we need to start looking for the product on AliExpress, and we want to look for one that has a lot of orders, because the more orders it has, the more reviews you'll have. So there's this one with 500 sold, 90 sold, 52 sold. Copy the URL, come back here and simply paste it. Select your product, change it from import text only to import text and pictures, translate reviews to English, and then import. And you want to do this for every single supplier link you find that has a few reviews. And once your reviews load in, they might automatically publish like mine did. So if you want to remove some, like these 1-star ones, select them, click actions, and then hide reviews, and doing that is gonna hide them. And you can keep looking for as many reviews as you want. I don't really need that much, as this is just a tutorial. And voila, there they are. Now for the testimonials, this is where you really want to go to Amazon and get a real testimonial. That's like, you know, an entire paragraph, somebody who just absolutely loved the product. This one has a bunch of reviews, so I'm going to pick it. Let's scroll down, look for them reviews. Alright, there we go. So I'm going to copy this testimonial, come back here and paste it. And then the author's name, same thing, Ann P. And that should be perfect. It's a bit long. She's low-key yapping a lot. I might use a shorter review, honestly. Of course, you don't want to pick them this fast. Read through them. Make sure they're saying things that you want to be showing on your website. Don't half-ass these reviews, because people will check and it will come back to bite you if you do. So next one, I'm going to look for another shorter one, and it should be perfect now. And the last thing we really need to do is the FAQ. Now for the FAQ, that's also an add-on you need to install. My bad, I forgot to mention it earlier. Let's turn that on, enable that, and after turning it on, let's reload this over here so that it syncs, that we've turned that on. And when we go back to the FAQ, it should load in now. Yes sir, there it is, man. And the good thing about this theme is you can search through the questions for a specific problem you have. So let's say they have a question, for example, how long does it last? And then you reply with the answer, 2 hours. Of course, you don't want to talk so casually with your customers, but that's just showing you how it works. Now let's go back and delete this category part, because that's just complicating it for nothing. Of course, if you need it, if you really feel like you need that FAQ with questions, then you can have it, but I don't really need that. So I'm also going to disable show search. Next, let's edit the title of the FAQ to actually say FAQ in brackets frequently asked questions. Alright, now once you finish adding all of your questions, let's come back here and change the text to white using the same CSS code. Start with a star, space, use this, color, white. Perfect. Now to fix the header text being white, what we want to do is add another FAQ right above this FAQ, and then want to delete every single element in it apart from the title. Come in here, deselect the show search again, then back out. Let's go back to the other one and delete the header on this one, and they should look pretty much joined together. And then deselect show banner, delete every single piece of text that might show up, and you should be pretty much good. And now let's officially view the website. Let's go straight to the landing page. Remember, this was just a landing page tutorial. We could do the entire rest of the website, though I just leave the rest to be basic, because majority of your efforts should be here on the landing page. So let's see. Okay, this one's lagging a bit. Let's reload that. But don't worry, it's the GIF lagging, not the theme. Literally everything just looks perfect, honestly. Perfect. Okay, this is still showing up. Don't know why. I think I have to disable the banner on this one too. Probably, yep, it's gone. Reload check. And just like that, we have remade the website that made me over $100 a day. So if you follow this tutorial properly, you should be on track to getting sales. And honestly, if you don't get sales with a website like this, then it's honestly your ads that are trash, because ads are 70% of your success dropshipping. You shouldn't fully rely on a good website. But then again, if your website looks like this, then no one's going to buy from it. If you learned something from this video, then let me know in the comments down below. Remember, you can get the Beautify for 20% off for the next 3 months using code Nathan20 at checkout. And until next time, stay hard, keep grinding, and never give up.